Hi, my name is Jose, and you guys should do 107 facts about Lego.
When you played with your Legos as a kid, did you ever think that they would star in their own movie one day? Yeah, probably not, but Hollywood is nothing if not industrious. The Lego movie ended up being the breakout hit of 2014, but turning those tiny bricks into a feature film was trickier than you might think. I'm Johnny at Frederator, and we're digging deep into the backstory of the Lego movie. Are you a diehard Lego fan, or are you just curious what all the hype's about? No matter what level you're at, we've got you covered. So put on your shoes, because we're about to step on all kinds of Lego knowledge. Channel Frederator is counting down the 107 facts that you should know about the Lego movie. Let's get started. Number 1. The movie was first conceived when producer Dan Lin saw his 5-year-old playing with 2 Lego bricks, pretending they were a spaceship. He thought, wow, what a creative toy. There should be a movie. Number 2. Lin then hired the Hageman brothers, Kevin and Dan, to write a treatment for the movie. The two had previously worked on Hotel Transylvania. Their treatment described a Lego man going on an epic adventure through the Lego world, with a third act in live action. Number 3. Lego was reluctant to make a movie at first, as they didn't consider themselves a media company and didn't need a gimmick to increase sales. However, they were persuaded after hearing the Hageman's pitch and realizing how well it represented their brand values. Number 4. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller were tapped to direct the film after their success with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Number 5. Miller and Lord initially had some concerns about making the movie as they felt it would come off as a 90-minute advertisement. However, when Lego gave them total creative freedom, they were convinced. Number 6. The duo began working on the movie prior to beginning production on 21 Jump Street, meaning that it had been in production from 2010 to 2014. Number 7. The producers went on a tour of all the license holders they wanted to woo, from Christopher Nolan for Batman to Zack Snyder for Superman, as well as J.K. Rowling and Lucasfilms. The latter two were the hardest to secure, and they had to rush the Lucasfilm deal because Disney was about to close a deal to acquire it. Number 8. There were complications at one point. Superman had to be removed for a while due to a court case questioning Warner Brothers' rights to use the character. It got resolved in late 2013, so Superman was re-added for the release. Number 9. The original title of the movie was Lego: The Piece of Resistance. Sort of sounds like a much more serious film, right?
Yes.
Number 10. It was the first film created by the Warner Animation Group, a think tank that includes Miller and Lord and intends to raise the quality of Warner's animation endeavors to PIXAR level. Number 11. The word Lego was never actually said in the movie. Number 12. 183 unique minifigure characters appear in the movie. Number 13. Fun fact learned by the actors, the plural of Lego is actually still Lego, which the Denmark-based company is very passionate about enforcing. That still just doesn't roll off the tongue right for me. Look at all the Lego. Maybe Leg-I? Number 14. The look of the movie was inspired by YouTube fan films called Brick Films. They also drew inspiration from Lego photography, which often employs over-the-top cinematic lighting. Miller and Lord aimed to combine these two aesthetics in the film. Number 15. Unlike previous Lego movies and cartoons in which the environment is made realistic, Lord and Miller wanted everything on screen to appear to be made of Legos. Lego. No, I'm still gonna say Legos. Everything from the lasers to the smoke is an actual real piece. Number 16. The animation was styled to look like stop motion. As a result, Miller and Lord often asked the animators to make things look dumber than they were capable of making them, since the CGI motions were too smooth and sophisticated. They also added scratches, fading, and fingerprints to the minifig characters to further the illusion. Number 17. Had they used traditional stop motion animation, the project would have taken 10 years and needed 15 million Lego bricks. Number 18. There's an 8.5-year time skip at the beginning of the movie. This is foreshadowing as it represents Finn being born and he discovers the basement when he is 8.5. Number 19. Despite the variety of types of Legos, there are only a handful of food items. So the movie is filled mainly with croissants, sausages, and turkey legs, since that was all that was in the library. Number 20. Chris Pratt plays Average Joe turned Special Emmet. Miller and Lord met Chris while working with his wife Anna Faris on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. They thought of him for the role thanks to his straightforward sincerity in real life and as characters like Parks and Rec's Andy Dwyer. Number 21. There's a poster in Emmett's apartment for Macho and the Nerd. That's actually the Russian title of Lord and Miller's previous movie, 21 Jump Street. Number 22. Emmett's car resembles the 3177 small car car Lego set from 2010, but with a curved bumper and side mirrors. It was later released as a set from the movie called Emmett Scar. Number 23. Everything is Awesome was written in the script even before the song itself was written. The script described it as the most nauseatingly catchy pop song of all time, which, let's face it, it is. It's so awesome, you guys. Number 24. It was composed by Mark Mothersbaugh and performed by Tegan and Sara featuring The Lonely Island. Even though it's not Tegan and Sara's usual sound, they took it for the opportunity to perform with other musicians for a great movie. Number 25. The 5 hours later title card is actually a photograph of real Legos rather than CGI. It's one of the few instances of this in the whole movie. Number 26. Lord Business's company Octon is a fictional gas chain used by LEGO since 1992 after they cut ties with Shell. The gas station itself and the logo have appeared in various LEGO sets. Number 27. The Octon posters may be foreshadowing the ending. While most of them seem like average, secret, totalitarian 1984 mind control propaganda, others have rules like don't play in the street or don't stay up all night, which are rules the man upstairs could give to Finn. Number 28. One of the characters, referred to as Blacktron Fan in a tie-in set, has a shirt with the Blacktron logo on it. Blacktron was a villainous faction of the LEGO space theme. Number 29. For the scene in which Emmet first touches the piece of resistance, Lord, Miller, and McKay held a contest for the crew to design their own interpretation of the scene. From the stop-motion pieces, animation shots, and manipulated footage that were submitted, the directors morphed them together with some live-action footage, messed with the color, and made a psychedelic dream come true. Number 30. Liam Neeson plays good cop and bad cop. Miller and Lord brought him on after seeing him in the TV series Life's Too Short and deciding that they had to put him in a comedic role. They didn't actually think he'd say yes, though. Number 31. The producers wanted Neeson to record his good cop and bad cop lines separately, but Neeson insisted on alternating between them in the same session, creating an even more manic performance. Number 32. Neeson recorded some of his lines on the phone with Will Ferrell, since one was in New York and the other was in LA. Apparently, it started out awkward, but they got in the swing of it and made it awesome. Number 33. The line darn, darn, darny darn was improvised by Neeson. I like to imagine his character from Taken, Brian Mills, saying that every time a family member gets kidnapped. Number 34. Nail Polish Remover, or the remover polish of nail, actually does remove the faces from LEGO minifigures, but it takes a whole lot of rubbing to work. Number 35. Wildstyle's line, "Come with me if you want to not die," is a parody of the classic Terminator line, "Come with me if you want to live." Number 36. At one point, Wildstyle's boyfriend was Metalbeard, not Batman, but the producers changed it to put Emmet under more pressure since no one can compete with Batman, obviously. Number 37. For Batman's characterization, the producers and Will Arnett decided to take Christian Bale's Batman and push him even further, making him more serious and angsty about basically everything at all times. Number 38. This isn't the first time Batman and Bad Cop have been enemies. Their voice actors, Will Arnett and Liam Neeson, played opposing rodents Surly and Raccoon in The Nut Job. Liam Neeson also played Batman villains Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises. Life is all about connections, guys.
Hey friends, Tim here with channel Frederator, taking a small break to announce the launch of our new channel in Spanish, Atomo Network. There you'll be able to enjoy some programming in Spanish, including 107 facts about your favorite cartoons. You won't hear my voice because I can't speak a lot of Spanish. And to that I say lo siento. So go ahead and subscribe and join our House of Animation. Now, back to the facts.
Number 39. Masterbuilder is a real term by the LEGO company used to describe the highly trained and super creative builders who design all of the official LEGO sets. They're the ones who build the sculptures for theme parks and special events. Number 40. The realms on the map of the LEGO universe are all references to LEGO toy lines. They include the Old West, Middle Zealand, Cape Space, Pirates Cove, Vikings Landing, Pharaoh's Quest, Dino Island, Atlantis, Flat-X Realm, Technic Mecha Mine, Forest of Obsolete Products, and Octon HQ. Number 41. Middle Zealand may be a reference to the Lord of the Rings movies, which takes place in Middle-earth and are shot in New Zealand. They have their own LEGO line from which Gandalf makes an appearance in the movie. Number 42. The bunch of other slideshow that Wildstyle clicks through includes even more brands, most of which don't fit the movie's style. Fabuland, Bionicle, LEGO Friends, and Speed Racer. Number 43. In an early script, Lord Business had a very different name, Black Falcon, which is neither lordly nor businessy. Number 44. President Business's helmet was designed to incorporate a lot of businessy elements. From the coffee mugs to the horns to the knot-like shape that, combined with his cape, make him look like a giant tie. Number 45. For the whistling in the Old West, composer Mark Mothersbaugh actually got the man who did the whistling in Ennio Morricone's classic spaghetti western soundtracks, Alessandro Alessandroni. Number 46. On the walls of the saloon, animals from the Fabuland toy line can be seen. I thought Wildstyle said she didn't need to mention that. Number 47. When the pig-drawn carriage that gets blown away and crashes back down, note the pig hitting the ground and breaking apart into many sausages. Number Number 48. When Wildstyle and Emmet enter the saloon, you can see a statue of a skeleton with a cowboy hat bearing the plaque Bob and Skelly. This is an allusion to the adventures of Clutch Powers, Bones, and Skelly. Number 49. The line, we gotta write that down because I'm not gonna remember any of it, but here we go, by Vitruvius wasn't in the original script and was actually just Morgan Freeman trying to figure out his line changes when the mic's still recording. They decided to keep it. Number 50. In the saloon, Vitruvius is actually playing a ragtime version of Everything is Awesome on the piano. That too is awesome. Number 51. This was Morgan Freeman's first animated film, so he didn't know what to expect and was surprised that he would be recording his lines alone without anyone to bounce off of. I just got super sad imagining a lonely Morgan Freeman in the recording booth. I'll record with you, baby boo. Number 52. Vitruvius was named after the ancient Roman architect Vitruvius, who authored a handbook on architecture, which is basically the same thing as building Legos. Number 53. When the master builders are assembling their creations, the numbers that they see are the actual real-life serial numbers of the Lego bricks used. Number 54. Emmet asks Wildstyle if she's a DJ after learning her name. That's a reference to the actual DJ, DJ Wildstyles. Number 55. The movie features a lot of cameos from previous Lord and Miller collaborators, including Dave Franco, Jake Johnson, Will Forte, Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, and Nick Offerman. Number 56. Will Forte voices Abraham Lincoln. It's actually not the first time he's done so either. He played our 16th president in Lord & Miller's 2002 animated sitcom, Clone High. Number 57. Will Forte was incorrectly billed as Orville Forte in the end credits. When Forte found out, however, he actually asked them to keep it that way. Therefore, the voice of Abraham Lincoln is the fanciful Orville Forte. Number 58. Kobe Smulders provides the voice of Wonder Woman. Smulders was actually in the running to play Wonder Woman at one point when Joss Whedon was working on a canned Wonder Woman movie. Number 59. This is the first time that Wonder Woman has appeared in a theatrical film, and also the first time that Batman and Superman have appeared in the same theatrical film. Number 60. The superheroes in this film are all from DC with no Marvel representation. This is likely due to the fact that it's distributed by Warner Brothers, which shares a parent company with DC Comics. Number 61. C-3PO and Lando Calrissian are both voiced by their original actors Anthony Daniels and Billy D. Williams, respectively. Number 62. Chewbacca and R2-D2 were planned to be main characters about the tier of Batman. The Dark Knight was going to take a back seat to them. However, they couldn't obtain the rights to do this, and so they were reduced to cameo roles. Number 63. Han Solo's voice actor in this movie, Keith Ferguson, has also voiced another Harrison Ford character, Indiana Jones, in the show Robot Chicken. Side note, Lego Movie co-director Chris McKay directed Robot Chicken. Number 64. Indiana Jones was another character slated to be in the movie who got cut. Near the climax, he and Han Solo were going to meet and have a "you look familiar" moment. Maybe Keith Ferguson would have voiced both of them. Number 65. There used to be more kissing scenes in the movie, like between Batman and Wildstyle, or a scene in which divers hooked up with mermaids, but they were all cut when parents deemed them unsuitable for children. Number 66. The Beatles' Yellow Submarine and the 1983 film Twice Upon a Time served as inspiration for Lord & Miller in creating Cloud Cuckoo Land, which they call a rave party for children. Number 67. Living in Cloud Cuckoo Land is a term that means believing in the impossible rather than the realistic. It hails from Aristophanes' The Birds, in which a city is built in the clouds. Number 68. The signature dolphin call from Lord & Miller's Clone High can be heard in Cloud Cuckoo Land when the characters first arrive. Number 69. In Cloud Cuckoo Land, Batman is being bothered by two denizens, a lizard man and a clown. These resemble two of his greatest foes, the Joker and Killer Croc, which would explain why he wasn't so fond of that place. That and all the color. He only works in black. Number 70. The 6 laws of the sea according to Metalbeard are: 1. Never place your rear end on a pirate's face. 2. Never release a kraken. 3. Never put ye hand in a clam's mouth. 4. Always abandon a lost cause. 5. Jolly Rogers are not for eating. Number 71. Chris Miller actually had his mom send them his classic space Lego set that he had as a kid, and they used it in the movie. Number 72. The 1980-something space guy, or Benny, is a character from the classic Space line, and shows his age with a worn-out suit with a cracked helmet, broken in the exact spot where the real toys had a tendency to break. Number 73. Benny's spaceship is labeled LL929. The original Galaxy Explorer model from the 1980s was labeled LL928. Number 74. Lord & Miller had to convince the Lego Corporation to allow them to use older toy lines such as the space set in the movie. Since those were the toys they grew up with, they insisted. Number 75. One scrapped idea for the movie was that there would be a scene in which every Lego Eyes character played by Johnny Depp would all meet and talk to each other. Number 76. The voice of Shakespeare is Jorma Taccone, who is in The Lonely Island and appears in Everything is Awesome. Number 77. The piece of resistance is named after the phrase piece de resistance, which means an outstanding item or event. Being the cap, but actually creates resistances from the crazy glue. There is a lot of layers here. Number 78. In an early draft, Harry Potter and some hobbits were supposed to appear and help out in the final fight. Side note, I would watch a movie called Harry Potter and some hobbits. Number 79. There are over 100.5 million Lego bricks in the live-action basement set. Number 80. The cardboard tube labeled Magic Portal that Emmet jumps through to get into the real world is an allusion to the first ever brick film titled Magic Portal. Number 81. In reference to the live-action ending, Phil Lord says that they wanted to make an existential Prometheus for children. The film Prometheus is about a team searching for the origin of mankind, and that's definitely not for children. Number 82. The Lego videos that play behind Emmet during a speech to Lord Business are real brick films made by Lego fans and submitted to the movie as part of a contest. The winners can be viewed in full detail online or on the DVD. Number 83. Some of the drawings in the movie were actually done by Chris Miller. Number 84. Lord Business's face after seeing Emmet's point of view was based on the Grinch's face when his heart grew 3 sizes that day. Number 85. Batman tells Wildstyle that Emmet is the hero you deserve. This is an allusion to the end of The Dark Knight, in which Commissioner Gordon calls Batman the hero Gotham deserves. Number 86. Batman's license plate reads Bat 2D Bone, which is too many letters for a license plate, even for Batman. Number 87. During the victory party scene, Good Cop, Frank the Foreman, a cowboy, and a tribal chief can all be seen together, a reference to the popular disco group, The Village People. Number 88. There are Lego versions of Philip Lord and Chris Miller after the Climax 2, added by the animators without Miller and Lord realizing. Number 89. In alternate versions of the script, Unikitty and Batman got together at the end of the movie, and in others, Unikitty got with Metalbeard. But in the end, she didn't get with anyone because she's a strong, independent Unikitty who don't need no man. Number 90. The Alien Invaders at the end are made of Duplo blocks, which are bulkier Legos intended for young children. Number 91. The voice of Finn's little sister was performed by Christopher Miller's son, Graham, via an iPhone recording. Number 92. There are a total of 3,863,484 unique Lego pieces appearing in the movie. Number 93. The end credits were real stop motion, unlike the movie. It took 60,000 Legos and close to a year to produce. The team used all real purchasable Lego pieces, although they have claimed that they may have bought the entire North American stock of certain pieces in the process. Number 94. The end credits include a few Easter eggs, including an Oscar statue and Catwoman helmet as a nod to animation director Chris McKay, a Catwoman fan, as well as an owl for production designer Grant Freckleton. He also worked on Legends of the Guardians, The Owls of Gahuli. Number 95. The film is dedicated to Kathleen Fleming, an executive producer who passed away during its production. Number 96. The Ninjago Green Ninja was inserted into the movie by special request of producer Dan Lin's son. Number 97. The movie has built an awesome 96% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 98. It has also generated $469 million worldwide, with $257 million coming from just the United States. Number 99. As a result of the movie, Lego sales boosted 15%, helping Lego beat out Mattel as the biggest toy manufacturer. But the Lego company is glad that they greenlighted this movie now, huh? Number 100. Producer Dan Lin attributes the success of the movie to the way it fills in the demographic dark age, that being the gap between Lego's main demographic, young boys, and their parents. By expanding the core audience, they were able to reach a much wider range of viewers than the toys themselves. Number 101. One Lego movie trailer titled Man of Plastic parodies Man of Steel, which is another Warner Brothers property. The best part about it is Superman appears at the end, displeased. Number 102. British TV station ITV promoted the movie by playing 4 popular commercials recreated using Legos, ending with the movie trailer. Number 103. The first cut of the movie was 2 hours long, and even more sequences were removed during the storyboarding phase. In total, Lord and Miller have said that there's a full movie's worth of deleted jokes. Number 104. The movie was so successful that it launched plans for a sequel, appropriately titled The Lego Movie Sequel, as well as 2 spin-offs, a Ninjago movie and a Lego Batman movie. Number 105. The Simpsons did an all-Lego episode in which they acknowledged the Lego movie. By the time the show's producers learned of the plot of the Lego movie, they were too late in development to stop or change anything. As a result, they threw in a cheeky nod to the movie while cutouts of Emmet and Wildstyle are being carted in the background. Number 106. The Lego movie won Best Animated Film from the Producers Guild of America, the New York Film Critics Circle, the Broadcast Film Critics Association, and the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Number 107. Despite the movie itself being snubbed at the Oscars, Everything is Awesome was nominated for Best Original Song and performed live at the Academy Awards. Thank you guys for watching Channel Frederator's 107 Facts That You Should Know About the Lego Movie. If you like this one, perhaps you'd like some of these other shows. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at JohnnyKisAOK. And if there's another movie or TV show that we need to cover, please let us know in the comments, because remember,
Frederator loves you. Hi, Channel Frederator, do 107 facts on Looney Tunes. Thank you.